Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, no. Well, let's, is the backing music okay? I tried to turn that down a little bit so you guys can hear me, but welcome. Welcome in, everybody. We are going to play one of the strangest games I've ever come across, Dream Daddy. Now, it's not to say that it isn't fun, because it's absolutely fun. It is just the weirdest thing. So strap in. We're going to have an interesting night. Maybe go on a couple of dates. We'll see. We'll see. But let's see if we can get this up and running here. All right, there we go. All right, so hopefully everybody can hear me over the music. If not, let me know and I'll turn it down. But it's part of the sounds of the game. Okay. 11:23 sounds about right. All right. I cut off really abruptly. Oh, hold on. I forget that I can't be on this side. Let me move my model really quick. Okay, that should be better. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged against her body. She looks so sad. Holy crap. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? Leave her alone. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. One more time, and then if she tells us to go away, then we'll go away. Amanda. Aww. Get out. Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a few frozen waffles in the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Dang. Okay. Whoa. Door slam much. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her how to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get back up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she stood in the middle of the street and screamed. I then took her for ice cream, and it was nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Buenas noches, Gabriel. Hey, Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy.
Oh.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I'm hoping I could speak the language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator, place it on the table, and hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad, it took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry. That looks delicious. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. Did she puke in Dead Gotham Beyond? Or is it the other one? Dad, that was me. What? I thought you were Emma P. Dad, are you doing okay? I'm getting legit worried. I've been doing a lot of gluing and varnishing in unventilated spaces. Carry on.
Huh.
Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. And I just thought it was all in my head for a while. But then I found out from Rosie M. that both Emma's, Grace, and Noah all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for a Calc AB exam final. Not enough daddies. Where's the muscular burly men in this game? You know what? You're just going to have to be patient, Skeptical Taco. We'll get there. First of all, there's one, and you're seeing him with the egg nips, all right? Just, that's one of them. That's going to have to tide you over for now. So another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's the thing. What? Well, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. We'll get there. They're all in the game. Just give it a second. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned it from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R., and she promised not to tell anybody, and I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama. So I just kept quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day, I invite everyone out to get nachos at the mall after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds. And they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I go to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P., Emma R., and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. First of all, fuck you guys, all right? Fuck you. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R., which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And then Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does. And then Emma R. just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one, gossipy one. Did she poop the bed too? Boring one. Well, yeah, but that's not the important part.
Oh.
Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is like not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MR asking how long this Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know it's a lot. Are you still following? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. That's okay. You're trying. There better be a spicy scene within the first 5 seconds of meeting the first. I mean, we'll see. You can root for it. Skeptical Taco wants the daddies to show up already. So what happens next? Oh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma R. says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Emma pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she is talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend. And she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red. What's that? Chat, what does left me on red mean? You guys know. Oh, like she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are read receipts. Read receipts, read receipts. I think they're the same thing. Something about Dream Daddy. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and then venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told to the group chat that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expect it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even like mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me for so long about it. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everyone, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected. I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Kids are shitty. More at 11. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you just said. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb what she's feeling, but like, is she talking about like the way they're acting? Because that is kind of dumb. But if she's talking about the way she's reacting, that's not dumb. So I don't know like which one they mean. I don't think it's dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. No, it's not. All of your friends just suddenly deciding to leave you, that's very upsetting. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've been secretly been a robot who's been appropriating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. High school sucks. Honey, high school sucks. You make friends with people just because they're there. And when you're still living in your hometown, it's a pretty small pool of people to choose from. But once you go to college, once you get out into the real world, you're going to be exposed to all sorts of people, and it's going to be easier to make friends with people who really get you. It's not going to be easier to make friends with people, I feel like, but good luck with that. Some of those friendships can last a lifetime. I mean, look at me and Craig. And some of them only last a little while, and that's okay too. You're going to make so many awesome new friends at art school. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat the whole cake? The time where you eat an entire cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up and goes to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yes? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Aww. That was cute.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Here you go, okay? Here are all the dads. Skeptical Taco. Don't worry, I'm just having a little bit of trouble. We'll figure it out. Jesus Christ. Hello? Okay. Hey, Steven, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. God damn it. Oh, dads are silly. Oh, dang it. Hi, Frag. Welcome in. Do I get to poker? Poker, I hardly know her. Dot, dot, dot. Is there supposed to be more? There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, actually, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Hey, Frag, welcome in. Dancing Dinos in the chat. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games, and I figured I should send an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. I'm doing all right, Frag. Just... I like how the button says lose that money. I'm doing okay. A little hot, but other than that, I'm doing okay. Sweat. I'm a little damp. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money. Goodness gracious. We're gonna go play poker with some dads. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, should I have brought something? Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. Jesus Christ. How long have you been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never been really high stakes. Look at, do you see all the daddies? Do you see them all? Look at Skeptical Taco. Do you see all the dads? There are so many dads. We passed through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Well, Robert's not standing up here, but he's at the party too. Steven, glad you could make it.
Oh.
So, why does he sound like that? He's like, oh. So am I. I'm psyched. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Poker face. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker.
Oh.
Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little defensive. Okay, I'm bad at poker.
Nice.
And then there's Robert. There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my tithing. I'm giving back to the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks.
Oh.
Guess who brought the pigs in the blanket? Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Oh, no, they are not, Craig. Exactly, me too. I'm laughing. Let's just get the game going. We all take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? Pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everyone's tell. Like Matt will scratch his ear. Hey, Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. This sounds like me. Yeah, yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything, literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, you can't even see that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, that man's an enigma. Robert raises a glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. Oh. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Oh. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Are you a drug dealer now? Yeah. What do you need? Horse? Speed? Tijuana Johnnies?
Oh.
I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I think I'm good. Right.
Oh.
But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. Okay, now we know he's a drug dealer. This is the only thing I needed to know about him. I mean, that makes sense. I dropped my phone in the toilet, and this is a backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really got to start eating those pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket? I don't know. But they're very good. I think there might be some cheese in them. That sounds delicious. Oh. Oof. I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. Jesus Christ.
Bro.
If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Yeah. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, so she's grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. Nah, absolutely not. I get rid of the toy. Sorry, you can't handle the toy. That means we gotta give it to another boy or girl who will actually take care of it. I'm not doing this.
Oh.
There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. That's gross. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walk in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, but then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Gross. This is so gross. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of, wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I don't really need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just go back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand, so we quickly forget about the poop, and we run out of pigs in the blanket, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. Actually isn't terrible.
Oh.
These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys.
Hey.
I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Okay, that's funny. See, I get that one. Because it's Pierce the Veil. I get it. I didn't get like any of the other ones though.
Hey,
Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. Come on. Even I know what that is. We all look at Matt confused. It's maybe not in any of our wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work the counter. I haven't found a good candidate. If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. To be honest with you, I was about to suggest Amanda too. I'd be like, put her up in the coffee shop, get her a little work experience before she goes off to college, a little college spending money, if you will. That's really nice of you, but I think she'll be burned too badly by coffee shops before. Oh, I see. But I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before, literally, not figuratively.
Hey,
Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and is taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So what's it going to take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Don't ask that man to give a damn, because he'll take all your money. He will take all your money. All of it. Don't challenge that man. He will take your money. Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? See, this is what I'm saying. Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turns 21. But I'm willing to put it up as collateral. River is like less than a year old. You were planning on saving an 18-year single blend Scotch whiskey until this child was 21. I mean, thanks, Dad, but like also Scotch whiskey's for old men. I mean, it could be just it could be single blend regular whiskey, but still, just like I'm not sure about that one. Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. This bitch of putting a pink slip on the table? She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, Bry guy. Ugh.
well.
Are you guys sure you wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares at daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. What is he getting at here? So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put his old workhorse up for grabs, his only mode of transportation. At times in his life, his only home. How could you be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps, but it didn't last long, though. It wasn't I lost everything in a game of Pal Gao in a back room of Shenzhen Tea House and what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch next to Jiaxie Park and had to make life new from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back into American soil. How much do you believe this man? Because to be honest with you, I think he's making it all up right now. I do like the fact that he's coming up with these like Mandarin Chinese sounding names, but and in these 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, loved deeper than I ever have, and lost many more times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. And it's not like this.
Hey.
So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed to his house. Jesus Christ! From his jacket and tosses it on the table. Oh my God, this man is playing with his house. What the fuck? All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance? Like fucking Hercules? I like how, like, somebody can just steal that from him.
I don't know.
Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I fold.
Hey.
Everyone erupts.
Nice.
Fine, the whiskey is yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys. Next week.
Oh.
You got it.
Hey.
I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Steven. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Practice makes permanent. I don't know about that.
You've got dads.
I'm trying to see what we're going to do next because we're probably going to message a different dad this time. Okay. Let's see. So we've talked to Matt. We've talked to Craig. We've talked to Robert before. I don't want to go for my daughter's teacher too quickly either. I don't like Brian very much. I'm gonna be honest. So maybe Damien or Joseph. I didn't hate Damien. I also feel bad that we're whatchamacallit, that we that the other dads are kind of excluding him. So maybe we'll message him. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Whoa. Okay, hold on. This is a lot. It says, Stephen, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Also, I like his language skills. It's interesting. He kind of did write a novel, but I like what he's saying. Okay. I would be, oh God. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarch. Interesting. Hey, Amanda. Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Why doesn't he understand? I'm sorry, that's just regular English. Oh, hello. Thank you so much for the cheer. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it, Halen. Thank you so much, Halen. I'm very excited because when we get closer to my debut, hopefully I'll have alerts and a whole new layout and it'll look really refreshed. I'm excited. But thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's the first time I've ever gotten bits, so I appreciate it. I just I don't understand why he doesn't understand what he's saying, because he's speaking plain English. He's just like, I don't like the way I was portrayed the first time we met. If you would like to come over to my house and have some tea and walk around my garden, I would very much appreciate it. And that's what he said, right? So, like, my question is, why? Oh, totally. This is a hot new thing. See, Dad? Kids got over saying lol and LMAO or whatever and have decided that they needed to do was bring back the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Yeah. Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill, Dad? How will we address the nobleman in regards to upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie. It's still gotta be, though. Great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over to me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Steven. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. What the heck? Well, I suppose that's that. Oh, hey, Ultraplex, I missed your message. Yeah, you did. You did make it. We're about to, I think, go on a date to Damien's house, which is like the vampire guy. So I'm glad you were able to stop in on a Dream Daddy stream, because it's a little crazy. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately covered bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the house and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Steven, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What is a walking candle holder? Yo, this house is sick, but it's really gotta ruin the curbside appeal of the neighborhood. Yeah, probably. Because it's probably like the only one that looks like that. Way to be the weird one in the neighborhood. I'd buy the house. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry. There was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked. I accidentally left the door unlocked. And then the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. I like his nail polish. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
Oh.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. So it sounds like they actually can't do anything to this house. Because it might be a historical site because it's old enough. I don't know. I mean, the one literally behind his head currently does kind of look like him. So you might be onto something, Pansy. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward and onward. There's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arch windows. The walls are lined, packed with bookshelves, and even more books scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. This dude is probably a nightmare for the HOA. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. Well, he already... I walk up... Oop. There are hearts. Oh. At least there aren't any eggplants. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. You know, Stephen, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. What the this guy, you going this? Oh, thank you so much, Skeptical Taco. I really appreciate. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. We're all still figuring out how Twitch works. I like how he's just walking up and finding Naruto like hentai in this man's Victorian library. Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. A rare book from your private collection. Your private collection. Okay. There's a car alarm going off. There we go. Okay. Let's look out the window now. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. This bitch. Damn. Did you know that the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? I believe it. They didn't really have much else to do. Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? I follow Damien to his sitting room where his finger foods have already been set out on a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high back chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I don't know if anybody's actually ever been to tea, like a tea party or like a high tea or something, but I recommend that everybody go at least once in their life because it is like really cool. Because like, yeah, like you're like, oh, like tea's like for girls and blah, blah. No, it's not. It's actually really cool because like you get to choose your own tea and then they bring you an entire pot of that tea. They bring you cream and sugar if you want to put sugar in your tea. And then you literally have this 3-tiered like platter in front of you full of like pastries at the top and then like finger sandwiches and like all of this type of stuff. And it's actually like just really fun. I would recommend and implore everybody to go at least once. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day and the working class had to enjoy tea. That the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables in which they were served. Oh, my dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. I want a tiny sandwich. Give me a tiny sandwich. Yum, yum, I want a tiny sandwich. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. No. It seems like you really put a lot of work. Oh my God. Everybody saw the eggplants, right? It seems like you really put a lot of work into this place. Thank you. No one's ever really complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Oh.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father, did he take you into the city? Well, one day, when I was a young boy, my father, he took me into the city to see a marching band. He's quoting My Chemical Romance, but he doesn't know what My Chemical Romance. He doesn't know what Welcome to the Black Parade is. I mean, I get it. Sorry? Haha, did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's you know, the song. The song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. And it started out as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals and grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and cultures of those who came before us, I think. Bet this dude messaged with Depeche Mode hard, though. You might be right. You might be right, Skeptical Taco. I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there are many very terrible things about the Victorian era, so I try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Steven, do you have any hobbies? Oh, man, I do. I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing. Quite honestly, rather attractive. Ooh, he's hitting on me? He's hitting on me? I'm getting flirted with? Okay. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I mean, he does love word jumbles. Let's do the word jumbles, because that's like an actual thing that I know that I've seen him do before. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know, and I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer. In a sense. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come. I have one more thing to show you. Damien takes me around the back of his house, where the variety of flowers flourish in a beautiful landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. This is a really pretty background. I kind of like it. But just stay here for a second, because it's so pretty. Okay, I'm done appreciating it now. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it's paired with. One has to be extremely careful as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. This is deep. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off the vine. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze, thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. I like thou art the tightest, but... Oh my god. More eggplants. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangements are so challenging. What is your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckle, or sunflowers? I don't know. What kind of person is Steven? Which one would he pick? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I don't want to, because I feel like sunflowers is a basic bench answer. So I feel like we shouldn't do a basic bench answer. So it's like between honeysuckle, which smells really good, and snapdragons, which look really pretty. So yeah. I'm going to go with honeysuckle. They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem out. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. Oh! He's flirting with me! He would put together a bouquet for me? No one's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and I admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Huh.
Oh, Stephen, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised that it's not a rotary telephone. God. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and I enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into the garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Damn. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh, no, I knocked over the gargoyle.
Fix that guard.
What in the hell am I? Oh, shit, it's timed. What am I doing? Nope, that's not it. Okay. I don't know what's happening. That looks about right. Nope. Okay. So this one. It's that. No. Is it? No, because that's the head. That's the head. That wouldn't work. I don't know what's happening. No, that doesn't seem right. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I shouldn't be the one to have to fix this. Because I, like, personally, as the gamer, I didn't even break it, okay? Shit. So if it's not this, it's the other way. Which is like, can you turn upside down, please? Thank you very much. 6 seconds. No, the head's upside out.
Go!
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't like mini games that are just like, all right, 3, 2, 1, go. Whew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Stephen! My sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. I've never heard that before. Everything is perfect, but it's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school, post haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. That's weird. Don't do that. You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Damien and I walk to the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien. You're here in record time. I wouldn't miss this for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into the darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led to the depths of the school, I can recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of the creepy basements. We find another teacher in the boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. No, he doesn't. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around at the scene of the crime. I see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you to see what would happen. I'm sorry, that's funny. If you can't get out of the way of a brick wall being built around you, I feel like that's your own fault. Unless you're disabled, of course. You promised me that there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second. Lucien, did you try a cask of Amontadillo, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turned to Damien and whispered to him, What's the cask of Amontadillo? Amontillado. It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk and lures him down to a cellar with a promise of wine of a fine vintage, and then buries him alive behind a brick wall. Amontillado. Okay, hold on. Amontillado. Got it. Okay. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious on how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. Jesus Christ. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you would slowly build a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot. But then he realized I had lied to him about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest. 20 minutes? Dad.
Sweet Manchego.
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cast of Amontillado. The cast of Amontillado, and you took 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you actually even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then a review of the movie. Oh, well, he didn't chain him to a wall. So I guess that's better.
What?
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucien to read it for me. Well, I mean, I feel like that's his own fault then. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage with the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. I see a problem here. All right, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Oh, suspended for a week. That's a lot. Ernest and Lucien high five. The teachers start to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucien, Damien, and I all pile into my car, and we begin the drive home. Lucien immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. Of course he does. This is honestly funny as fuck. Ernest is just stupid. Yeah, he kind of is. Chat's right. Ernest's just like 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a long ass motherfucking time, too. I'm not going to therapy again.
Oh, no.
I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too.
Huh.
Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a stubborn job, I know how much you want to own your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Well, to be honest with you, like, I don't think he did that much wrong. Like, he was kind of, he's kind of stupid. Just a little bit. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucien continues staring out of the window. Love you too. Aw. Aw. That's cute. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's all right. And all things considered, Lucien's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. He's probably going through a phase. Yay! Welcome back. He's probably going through another phase. I really admire how you handled that. Does this kind of thing happen a lot? I would just say I really admired the way he handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. Whoa, the eggplants, you guys. See you around soon?
Oh.
It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curl up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo, what you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Oh, God. These TV show titles just get worse and worse. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. Oh, yes it is. Oh. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular sized house? Huh? I don't know. How'd the afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucien since he tried to. He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of fine vintage and then tried to brick him into a wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucien live streamed the whole thing. Ha! I mean, right there. That's just funny. That's just funny. Oh my God. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but really good company. And a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Cell phone holster.
My stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Oh my God. Okay, so the score is 9,870. Oh wait, no, 98,765,430.
Welcome. You've got dads.
DB. I wonder what that means. Steven, listen. This is you from the past. What? What is happening? Whoa, how'd this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning when it was socially acceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately this isn't the society we live in. And it's less about the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others, but you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it's a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out to buy ice cream. You know what to do. Be good, me. Go buy that ice cream. You're young, you have your health, now's the time to something. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out just what type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, pistachio. Oh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. I turn around to see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. This just stupid motherfucker. Ernest? You're cool, right? I want to say I'm so cool because it sounds so not cool. But I'm going to just say I'm cool. I'm cool, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Well, if you're cool, you'll help me out, right? No! Bitch! No! Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you $20, will you buy me e-liquid? Oh, he's a vapor. He vapes. He vapes them cigarettes. Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's like Gatorade, you know, electrolyte liquid. I get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. A classic fiddle game. You know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. I didn't know you, and I didn't know you played the fiddle. No. No. Steven, no. That's not what he means. Just ask the clerk for Blue Cran-Raz Apple Vortex. He'll know what it is. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself, a tub of cookie dough ice cream for Amanda, and I search around for some blue Crazen Void Starer, but I can't seem to find any, and I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoos recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Yeah, did you finally connect the dots? Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream because it's working? I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute. Yeah, I thought this was your first realization here. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink. It's for vaping. Ernest is watching intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look, I'm not going to pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying the old Balfamet's cough syrup and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. Scram. What are you, like an old newspaper? A newspaper editor? Goodness. And stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. What if I give you $25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. No, you cannot. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. Reminds me of root beer flavored vape juice flavored root beer from Omega Mart. They've never been to Omega Mart, so interesting though. I go back inside to complete my purchase with a good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. I guess I should go outside and save this guy some grief. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh, boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously just try and get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? I'm friends with his dad. My daughter goes to school with him. I've never met him in my life. I mean, I'm not really friends with his dad yet. So my daughter goes, I promise he's a good kid, even though my daughter would absolutely disagree with me. I'm this boy's father. It's Hugo coming on in. Wait, what? Wait. I thought Hugo was your dad. Is he lying? I feel like he's lying. Is he lying? This seems like something Robert would do. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. Does Robert ever not lie? I don't think this man has a child. I don't think Robert is a dad. Like, we have never heard of this man having a child. I thought Ernest was Hugo's child. I could be wrong. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. Oh God. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in the Florida swampland scavenging for it, sir. I can leave you to take it from here.
I don't know.
Sounds good. Thanks, officer.
Oh.
Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning the grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks. I want to say, Richard. Ah, see, he's not his dad. I knew it. I knew that wasn't his dad. Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Gotten in trouble plenty of times in my life. Just try and do a good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you.
Oh?
Hey, Steven, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Stupid? Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I don't feel like you're that stupid. It took him 20 minutes. It took him 20 minutes to figure out that he was being bricked into a tomb alive. Seems like he tortures his dad.
Hey.
Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he didn't. I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda.
Oh.
I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you're purchasing. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality that I'm talking about. Ooh, he's judging him. It doesn't. I skeptical. Skeptical Taco, you got to give yourself credit. I don't think it takes you 20 minutes. I highly doubt it takes you 20 minutes to realize something big like that is happening. You work hard, Steven. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. Of course they were. So bad boy route. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
If you were going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it.
Oh.
We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. He's why we can't have nice things.
Hey.
Catch you around, Steven. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. This bitch stole his wallet. Robert stole his wallet. That was fucking funny. He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I stole it back.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your ska days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda. Buy quality, not quantity.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Who next? Let's see. So we've already talked to Matt. We've talked to Robert. We've talked to Damien. We've talked to Craig. Now it's just these 3. To be honest with you, I don't want to talk to Hugo either because I feel like all I will say is that you really should watch your child more and that he's kind of dumb. Just a little dumb. All right. This Joseph. What does Joseph have to say? Youth minister. Interesting. When lifting weights, use proper form and full range of motion. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. Talk to Hugo so you can tell him he has a shit kid. Maybe he'll be the next one I talk to. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? That's not how praying works. Talking to Joseph, huh? Is that Amanda?
Huh.
Gah. Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph, I can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages, ice cream socials, khakis? Those are all good topics. First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference?
Ugh.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thank you for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that just a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like to, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. The smiley's a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What do you say? Hi, Steven. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today. We'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. He uses a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him sighing with his name with a tilde. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun, Steven. Well, I guess I'm doing this. Great. Come on by the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here. That priest is so deep in the closet, he's finding Christmas presents. I mean, Amanda says, save a brownie for me. Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make any promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. Wait, I signed my name with a tilde. What's wrong with that? See, I do the similar things, so I am not seeing anything wrong. I've seen this house before. Like, in real life. Like, out in the world. This house exists. I make a short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Steven. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner? During dinner? Over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open. A shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Steven? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? I would have said Christian. Hey. See, I would have said Christian. It's Chris. Damn. Chris. Right. Hi. Again, I'm Steven. I know what your name is. Oh, yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus? Oh, my God. Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear me. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in the front of the open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wondered if I should go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph peeks his head around the corner.
Oh.
Steven, you made it. Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This is what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Oh.
I see Jesus' stuff back there in the boat, in the bow of the boat. For some reason, it looks like a nativity scene. I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside.
Okay.
Chris.
Oh.
Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's all right. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. I can attest to the fact that it's not.
Oh.
We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Ah, here are the twins. Oh, the creepy ones who, like, chopped up... What was it? It was like a stuffy. It was like River Stuffy. I can't remember what kind of stuffy it was, but they, were disassembling it. Christian and Christy. Say hello to Steven. Hello, Father. Hello, Steven.
Oh.
Kids, come on. Dial it back of the creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? We should get to baking. I do not egg them on, thank you. Maybe it's better if I don't shift the power dynamic of the creepy Nightbird twins. Are you guys going to help us bake? We don't want to bake.
Ah.
Well, okay. What do you want to do? We have to perform surgery. Guys, we've been over this. Please stop cutting open your toys.
Hey.
Christian and Christy run out of the room, giggling. What was in it? I can't even remember. A wallaby. No, not a wallaby. Was it? I think it was. I think it was a stuffed wallaby. After a second of relative silence, Joseph turns to me, grinning sheepishly.
Oh.
You ever have more than one kid, Stephen? Nope. You should try it. We both start to laugh and are both interrupted by a large crash from the kitchen. What now? This doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves. And he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. There's a couple of cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Hey, sex. Fucking stupid. Silly. So silly. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, and on and on. It seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is Mary. This is a Mary thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all of the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He's a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romantic novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest ones look like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. I love that we have on the same bookshelf Bibles and Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The 8th installment in, wait, this is a series? Well, you have this many kids, they're bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have both arms pulled off several times. It has been stitched back together a lot. I'm making that my Discord name. Hot Body Johnson. The tag says CNC, of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. Not Steven now talking to the plants. We're talking to the houseplants now. What is happening? I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks really expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. If there's a story here, it's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go check in the kitchen and see what's up. I walk into the kitchen and find Joseph holding Christy by one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian?
Yeah.
He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet.
Oh.
You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders. First of all, that's scary. No, not spiders. What? Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and the squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders. I grab a wooden spoon and point it into Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast. Okay, Stephen the Valiant, let's see what you got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight? Or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now, on guard! For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with two of the dumbest looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arms and his body. Joseph recoils in horror. Blast! I am defeated. You could never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste of the brownie batter. The magic... Oh, man, that is way too sweet.
Hey.
Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero. Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit.
Aye.
Hey, wait. Do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates and then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony.
Yeah.
Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead.
Yeah.
Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting.
Yeah.
And that is still way too sweet. So what made that crash?
Hey.
Egg beaters on the linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Wow. Okay. Now we're both looking at the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout. I have a feeling Christy had something to do with that.
Yeah.
We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but... Excuse me. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. All right, Stephen. You've baked a cake from a box before. Once. How hard can this be?
Oh.
Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing things and then pouring the things according to how we assume the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies.
Aye.
Whew. Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose.
Oh.
Wow, Stephen. Way to use those dad skills. I bet you've baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph,
Oh.
all we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done.
Oh.
Now, help me find Christy and keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position and
Hey.
got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Ooh. Oh, thanks. Yeah, he is probably super far in the closet. Skeptical Taco is 100% right. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should go find Christy. Yes, we should do that, Stephen. Joseph quickly composes himself. All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
Alpha Tango Sparkle. Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car.
Hey.
Joseph, Christy, and I arrived at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale's already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies. Okay, let's go set up. I want to see Mom.
Hey.
She's down at the other row of tables helping out another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast?
Yes.
Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds.
Oh.
Yep, a great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arranged all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see anything, I don't say anything. Wait, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. Interesting. He's using improper grammar. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Damn. Does he actually?
Oh.
Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks as though some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine? I gestured to it. That sounds delicious. Let's see. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo.
Oh.
There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. Well, yeah. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you?
Oh.
We high five. If you bake it, they will come. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Hey.
It's not long before we have our first customers.
Hey.
Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita. Great to see you guys out there.
Hey, yeah.
Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used a box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. It's what my Nona used to make. We improvised. We used the box recipe. It's what my Nona used to make. Let me tell you a story, Matt. The way they made brownies in the old country, yeah? It was all thanks to my grandma Poach.
Oh.
Travelers from far and wide would make the pilgrimage to her sleepy little town simply to be amazed by her masterful use of chocolate. All that knowledge, all that experience, it was passed on to me.
Hey.
Ha, sure. Joseph leans over to me again. Lying is literally one of the 10 things we try not to do. You hang out with Robert. Robert lies all the time. What do you mean? That was fucking mean, first of all. All right. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See? Not so hard. What, you just ragged on me for lying. That was, like, super mean. Yeah, I'm not hot off the good feelings from the last sale. I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Steven! It's Brian. Close enough. Can we interest you to in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Is that a challenge? Literally, though. Like, he's over here being all crusty dusty. Because, like, the only one that would have been okay for him is saying that we used boxed mix. And, like, nobody wants to hear that you made boxed mix. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So we'll put you down for 10? Ha! Better make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for a youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah. What's the movie?
Oh.
It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's the Fast and the Furious. For a youth group? Really?
Oh.
If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock.
Okay.
These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. Jesus Christ. I would have gone for Young Man in the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking of the ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. Speaking in any terms, he's hard to reach. He's not the brightest in the bunch. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. I mean, poor Hugo. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work.
Oh.
It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but...
Oh.
Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on some beach somewhere in the tropics? Drink fruity blended beverages and fall asleep on a hammock, you know? Basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song. Didn't we talk about this at the beginning? Joseph. I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville.
Oh.
One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy, Craig. Craig!
Right.
He's going to be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. I mean, if we're going to be honest, I don't think he's going to buy anything either. Yeah, I don't think he's going to buy anything.
Oh.
Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up with Briar, Hazel, and Briar and Hazel in tow, finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them on brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. I think it was all girls. I just think it's funny. It all comes down to Craig.
Oh.
Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. Remember that one time? I feel like that's the only one, because if you tempt him, he's been tempted before. You know? Hey, Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap? How the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it.
Hey.
Ha! I would feel bad if we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one, you know, for old time's sake.
Oh.
Craig thinks about it for a second. Well, the girls just won a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Wow! You were trying to sell one and you sold 3.
Yeah.
Even River?
Oh.
I'll eat hers. Ha ha ha! 4 brownies. He sold 4 brownies.
Oh.
You've got yourself a deal. Whoa. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh? Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. I swear to God, this lady doesn't even look like these two are married. I think that Skeptical Taco is onto something. I'm pretty sure Joseph's just super gay, but he's religious. So, he, like, can't be gay. And, like, Mary doesn't want to be, like, technically married, but, like, she gets married but still, like, flirts and, like, goes around with other guys. And he's, like, okay with it because, like, he likes dudes and he doesn't like her. I don't know. But, yeah, no, there's not a lot of resolve there, Craig. It's the nostalgia. It gets you every time.
Oh.
Oh, hi, honey. Yeah, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually they're just brownies. Cute. And boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Steven to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What?
Hey.
Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types. I like how she's saying that while wearing a cross around her neck. She literally looks like the holier than thou type. I don't understand. Don't you think, Steven? Mary.
Come on.
Let the kid answer the question. Shove a brownie in your mouth so you can't talk. To be honest with you, this would be me. Oh no! Shit. That wasn't the right decision. This one's a keeper, huh?
Yeah.
Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later?
Oh my God.
Sure thing, honey bear.
Hey.
Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash.
Hey.
Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me.
Hmm.
He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables in the back of the car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Yeah.
I drop Joseph in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me.
Oh.
Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. Ha, I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping me out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I'll promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really.
Oh.
I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. Won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun, promise. I smile. I'd like that.
Huh?
Oh, one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window, and it hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye! Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. We're gonna eat it now. I force the brownie down my gullet, knowing full well that this will be my undoing. I will feel this later. I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. Okay. This is so snappy. Sorry. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... Sorry, kiddo. No dice. I feel immediate shame for scarfing that last brownie. Actually, I don't know if it's shame or just nausea from all the brownie, but it could be both. I mean, that's what you get, for sure. That's okay. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? What is that? What does that even mean? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. What does this even mean? This wasn't as good as the S tier date, but it was because I didn't answer those questions correctly. But I'll take A. You know what? I don't need your sass, chat. I think I did a good job.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Craig again. Hello, Amanda's dad. Your dad joke rating is abysmal. You know what? Sometimes that's just how it be. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. Wait, I feel like this isn't Craig. Something tells me this isn't Craig. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Yeah, this is one of the girls. Ah, man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. I am strong. Ha, don't I know it? Say, have you been reading up about whey protein? You use that at all? I figure it'd help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we couldn't find her on here. Guess because she's other dad Manda. Come on. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool. I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. What? Coffee time. You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I'll put a fresh pot and I work a few word jumbles before I wait while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gotta tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do. Okay, now you're just being vague. Honey, I already told you that I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over, and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm here about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, I don't remember that. Craig's Kids. That hand-drawn invitation? Amanda walks over the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to the tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants. Nothing's stopping me. Dad, just... I'll see you in a minute. No, go put outside pants on. Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter Carmencita are here too. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea? The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I can taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Jesus Christ. Please have a seat, Mr. Amanda's dad. I sit down beside Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair. Hi, everyone. I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on going outside pants. See, Amanda? Amanda gives me a knowing look and I return an obliging wink. She rolls her eyes. Is that really something your daughter had to pressure you into, Brian? I give Amanda another even more exaggerated wink. She rolls her eyes even harder. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Actually, it's common misconception that high tea was appreciated by nobles. Dad, shut up! Now, if you'll all put on your designated tiaras. There are little tiaras sitting in front of everybody's plate. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is going to fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it. Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on the top of his head, but he immediately tumbles off and into the bushes. I'll get that later. Hey, everybody. Craig comes out of the teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Okay, so they're actually having tea. They're actually going to have some tea. It's not just, what ifs time. They're actually going to have some tea. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been steeping for a while now. Awesome. Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Oh! You did not just call your dad a servant. Craig leans over to me. That's me. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie on each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent tea. I clink my teacup with Matt's and take a sip. Good lemonade. It's tea.
Hey.
Right, very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do you do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So, the meeting of the princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear. But I am a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, and I have, a really cool sword. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be a rock star princess. I'm also a space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me Hacker Princess, Disney History Channel Princess, or Rude Boy Princess? History Channel Princess, Hacker Princess. These are some weird options. I'm the rule of all I survey, and what I survey is a 10-hour marathon of cupcake storage wars. I don't think I've seen that one. A squad of professional bakers bid on empty storage units and then have to bake 1,000 cupcakes using only the ingredients in the storage unit. What the hell? That sounds terrible. Oh, it is. I think I'll be landscaper and general contracting princess.
Hey.
Barista princess reporting for duty. Hey everybody, CrossFit princess. CrossFit princess? You would. Craig would be. CrossFit princess. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the princess's uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer, and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rock star warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was like yesterday I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you her servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop.
Oh.
Pitfall. Your custom blends are amazing. The hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice.
Hey.
Ah, thanks. It's really nice the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community.
Hey.
We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know. I hadn't even realized, and I don't even know if Amanda does either. But I guess they're right. All of the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud dad cry at this tea party, Steven. I brought extra word jumbles if anybody wants to kill some time while the girls play. The day rolls on and the girls get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, and then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, History Channel princess. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too, I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way? Also, kind of in a scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is it because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? Oh. I corrupted her, Dad. She's secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they're having you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. Dad tip 77, don't smoke.
You've got dads.
All right. Who are we going to go for next here? I don't know, because we got 2 left, but like, I don't know if we should like circle back and like start at the beginning for a minute. I think we might go. I think I'll talk to Hugo. Fine. Minimize eating fried foods, candy, and sweets, as he ate like freaking half a dozen brownies. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. Can I just say no? Like, is that an option? I mean, if it's not, it should be. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like we started down this rabbit hole. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. See, that makes me want to say no even more, though. So I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you? Bad. Nobody likes middle school. 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Dad.
Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross building for 40 plus hours a week and doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s pop? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I mean, I think we didn't like it. I had my first crush in middle school, and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs, you hurt me, and I'll never forget. Well, oh yeah, I forget he's bi. What'd she do to you? I stare off into the middle distance, remembering the 24 hours that we dated and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. Jesus Christ. Steven. That's like... Okay, I don't know about that. Then I remembered the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What? Are you worried that a whale is going to pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't put fear in my heart. Well, they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of the ocean. Is that how this works? I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthanded and most of the kids won't stop screaming. I'm sure you know that is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Oh.
Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. I'm sorry, only 10? 2 people for 10 kids? Only 10? That doesn't seem that hard. Hugo walks over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment, stare at Hugo, then go back to texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school, after all. We'll see. The aquarium. The class starts filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out a massive stapled packet of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you cannot borrow a pencil. The kids all collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just a bunch of busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly in the 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like it. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man in the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Oh.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with a brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore, super punk. Metal, one would say. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish. The most venomous fish in the world. And they just like keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Oh shit. Your skin dies. That's fun. Nothing like tissue necrosis to wake you up in the morning. Cool.
Oh.
Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... Literally none of these are a thing. American longfin, blue-nosed wiggly fish, humphead wrasse. None of these are fish. Yeah? Did you know that paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, political fish trivia? What in the literal fuck am I reading right now? What is this? Where am I? What is happening right now? None of these make any sense. I kind of want to do paranormal though. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, is not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish.
Oh.
Wait, are you serious? No. I would say no, because like... I'm playing it for the gag here.
Oh.
Ha! Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin to try and take selfies with the sharks. I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to have your phones. Like at all, though. Like, I feel like they should be put in a box at the beginning, and then when the aquarium's done, then you take them out of the box. I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to have your phone. Because, like, I definitely went on field trips where we did not have any phones. Like, maybe the adults had phones, but, like, the kids did not have phones. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who are starting to fight over Capri Sun. That might have been warranted. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around to see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Oh, that's so cute. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? Ooh, we're just gonna go right out at it, apparently. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are these two sharks kissing? I'd rather stare at you. Ooh, I don't want to be too upfront because I don't like that. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It is truly a fascinating place to be able to observe it in such a setting, a setting such as this. Oh, that's a very astute point, Stephen. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only place the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans these horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Steven? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of these things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed. The horseshoe crabs only eat little clams. And the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. I know the anemones eat you. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. Feels like a fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? That's exactly what it is. Ignorance breeds fear. If you know about something, you're less likely to fear it. I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins that feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. I don't know what that means. My hand brushes against Hugo as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, it's just got a little carried away. Something. Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that?
Oh.
Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after the middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. Fuck that. We don't have time for games here. Whatever it is, it goes back in the touch tank now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time, we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at for a moment before it starts to move. Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. Jesus Christ. It can't live outside the water, Susan. The fuck? To where? Outside? Where he's gonna die?
I don't know.
Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and your hands where we can see them. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt it's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounds us.
Yes.
What was that? Yes. Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a whole new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. They do not care. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back onto their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses even can give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Well, wow. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them. Oh my god, that's too many. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Yes.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow and change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to the favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Steven likes penguins, clearly. Our group of kids run around the exhibit. they won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seemed to have a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
What?
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Of course there is. Of fucking course there is. Oh my god. You guys be wild. You guys are doing too much. You're being crazy. You're being wild. I'm gonna need you to stop. Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the other side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffing exhibit, addressing the entire room.
No.
Everybody! I have an announcement. The whole room turns toward Hugo.
Oh.
Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Hey! The girl whips around to look at me, her nose pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you. I try and walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd still seems somehow enraptured. The kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Oh my god. You and Susan need to get that shit right out of your fucking head. Get out of here. Get out of here. Where are they even gonna go? They're gonna live in my closet. No, they're fucking not. They will die in your closet, Molly. They will die in your closet. You're literally there. You're taking them from a home that's bigger than your closet and putting them in your closet, which is very tiny. Jesus Christ. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. They don't all live in cold climates if we're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down the law, try and relate to her, bribe her. Which one do I do? I think I'm going to relate. I think back to the time where I released all the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money. Give me money. Well, then we should have just bribed her from the beginning. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay. Well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I had, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change, and there's a button right here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move in to shake our agreement before suddenly realize there's a big wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're going to have to block these birds. Oh no. Is this a game? Oh, shice. What am I doing? How do I do this? Oh. What the hell is happening? It escaped? There's so many. There's so many. How do I keep them from escaping? They're coming behind me. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what just happened. Okay, bribery works. It's rude to ask people about their mysterious hand tattoos. Dad tip number 11. Whew, glad that's over. Just in time, too. It looks like Hugo is wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech.
Hey.
And that's why I think penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of sense of duty. Everyone starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in the Arctic temperatures, right? You would have to have a dead you would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. I wouldn't even pay this bitch $20. No way. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8. What? Just, I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan, I suppose, so that they can compare animal thief notes. You're not off the hook, Molly. Steven, did you just bribe a child? Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. When the day finally comes to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium, the kids load into the buses. Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Steven, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time and make it up to you. You like cheese boards? Sure. Great. Well, I gotta make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. Hi, Reflex. Welcome in. I am still kind of playing the field, but I have a couple of suitors. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where Panda is at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How's the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Dad.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any employees saw.
All right.
You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was a nice getting to spend time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud. He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. All right, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. I don't think she's gonna become a father.
I'm
Hey.
JK rolling with delight.
What? I don't know what he said about J.K. Rowling, but we don't like J.K. Rowling, so. But S tier, yeah. Yeah.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, is this actually Craig, or is this one of Craig's kids again? What? Why is he telling me this? Oh, I've got just the thing. I'll head to the store and grab you a really chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, why are we talking about this? by I've got the runs, I mean like I feel like running. Oh my god, that's not what that means. That's not what that means. Craig, that's not what that means. Wanna come with me to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes of this meat hell marathon. I'm outside right now. Oh god. I'm warming up. Okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to get her sopressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. What the hell does this even... Oh my god. Everyone needs to know how to use proper tools. The gym installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. You can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners? Will I be able to keep up? Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you. Just get a rhythm going and keep your heart rate up. And don't overexert yourself and you'll do great. I don't know what's going.
Dad.
Oh my god. How to run. I don't know how to do this without like action. I guess this is how this works. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying. I don't understand. Like these look like a bunch of me characters. I don't understand what's happening. I don't get how this works. I'm doing it though. I'm doing it. I don't. This is such a weird mini game. My hand's starting to get tired. This is such a weird game. We're just running with our dad friend Craig in a virtual world with the weirdest animation. How long do we do this for? I feel like all the mini games are kind of short. This one seems longer than all the other ones. Or maybe it just seems that way. Bitch, I'm going faster than you. S++. Dang. Even better than regular S. Way to go.
Welcome. You've got dads.
That was it? Oh, okay. They were like, you want to have a mini game? I got you. Alright, I feel like this is a good place to kind of stop here for the night. We're going to make sure we saved. And then we'll go ahead and bring it back to the title here. Here we'll do, I'm gonna see, every time they do this, I just feel like I haven't saved, so we're saving again. All right. All right, you guys. All right, another good chunk of Dream Daddy. Hope everybody enjoyed that ride. We got to flirt with some daddies, had some good S tier dates. I think we're making some good progress. I'm not sure who my favorite daddy is yet. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm partial to Craig, but like it's also weird because Craig and I have been friends for years, so I don't know. It could be weird. I kind of like Damien. Damien's cool. Robert's too much for me. I don't know. I don't know anything about the man. I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing, like, he never reveals anything about himself because he's usually lying. So, and then, I mean, I kind of like Matt. Matt's cool. So it's probably either Craig, Matt, or Damien. The other ones have not been super interesting to me thus far yet, but that could change. But I appreciate everybody coming out. We're going to have a new game tomorrow. I hope you guys are super excited. It's hopefully, if we can get it working, it is going to be Luigi's Mansion, the original Luigi's Mansion. So if we can get it working, that's what it's going to be. If not, I will post on my social medias what the other game is going to be. So go ahead and follow my Instagram and my Twitter to keep a lookout for any updates. But if all goes well, tomorrow is the first time that we're going to play Luigi's Mansion. So hopefully everybody can stay tuned for that. Thank you everybody who came to follow and came to give some cheers. I was very excited to receive those. And hopefully I'll be able to see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate everybody who came out and saw the weirdness that was Dream Daddy. Now I'm trying to see if there's anybody great. If not, we'll just go ahead and be like, I'm done. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else tonight. So I think it's just time to be like, peace out. All right, everybody get some good sleep, eat your food, take your vitamins, stay hydrated. If you're in a place that's like really hot now, make sure to keep yourself cool. And above all of it, stay magical, guys, okay? I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a great night, okay?